my best to keep it going. I'm sorry that I'm late, but you know it. That I said between 1 and 1:30, so I made it within those boundaries. See, and we gonna keep on going on, because we know that when it's on, that we can take it there with each other because I'm down with my sisters and brothers and no others. I consider y'all to be my fam, yeah. Trying to bring the knowledge, not run a scam, not asking you for nothing. You can give money if you want, but not asking for the shit. Yo, no stunts. Today, on the Urban Therapy with Sun Show, we are talking about on a wild goose chase for an ungrateful so-and-so. On a wild goose chase for an ungrateful so-and-so. What do y'all know about running all over the city, burning up gas, trying to get something done for somebody who is unappreciative, ungrateful, acting like they have crazy entitlement issues, and almost act like they paying you to do what you're doing for them? Well, if you know something about it, then you probably have a sour taste in your mouth because of what you've done for somebody. And the thing is, you may have done it for them. You might have done it for them once. I say twice, or 3 times, because they're real close to you and you understand what they're going through, and you still did it with them. You are a kind of an angel, but they treat you like you are a demon. So yeah, man, on a wild goose chase for an ungrateful so-and-so. How many parents, man? Shout out to all y'all parents out there. How many of y'all have gone through this? How many times have you felt this way? How many times have you went out of your way to try to get something done for your kids, and your kids pretty much gave you their butt to kiss? They pretty much act like because you are their parent, you was just supposed to do this stuff. Or even acted like, well, you wanted to do this more than they wanted it to get it done. So yeah, I guess you were satisfying yourself by spending all your money, all your time, and spending all that energy and all that on a wild goose chase for ungrateful so-and-so. And sometimes you might actually be on an authentic wild goose chase, and a real wild goose chase. Like, here I am looking for something that I don't know where it is, asking around for people, looking on websites, yellow pages, going to the ends of the earth trying to get this thing done. It might be something that's like the video as you. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, grown woman. Don't try me. I'm reading that. I'm like, I got distracted fast as hell, man. It's like I'm reading off the teleprompter. It's all good though. But yeah, how many parents have done certain things for their kids in order to give them an enriching, enlightening experience, or just to make sure that they did something that they probably wouldn't have done on their own. Their children, they have to do something for their children that their children probably wouldn't have done on their own because they may not have understood the importance of what you were doing for them. And when I say a wild goose chase, you may have actually gone on a wild goose chase for them. You know what I'm saying? And I know we talk about a wild goose chase like it's just a figure of speech, but no, you may have actually done it. You know what I mean? Maybe even with wild geese. You just never know. The things that you will do for the people that you love, and the lack of appreciation that sometimes people who claim to love you back, sometimes the way that they will act will just tear you apart and put you in a mode where you are feeling like you are done, you are finished. I'm not doing this no more. You don't ever have to worry about me trying to help you anymore. You don't ever have to worry about me, going anywhere for you, doing anything for you, trying extra hard for you. As a matter of fact, you'll need me before I need you. How many times have you felt that way? How many times have you verbalized it? Well, listen, this ain't really no skin off my back, because not helping you saves me money, saves me time, saves me gas, saves me my reputation, because there are times when you may actually go to a resource of yours. Like in the case where you ever know somebody who couldn't keep a job. Yeah, that's a good place to start. You ever know somebody who couldn't keep a job? Everywhere they worked, they keep getting fired, laid off. Something keeps happening to whereas they can't keep a job. So you went to somebody you know who could give them an opportunity, gave them a job, good salary, benefits, the whole 9 yards. And in this way, you're putting your word on the line, your reputation on the line. You are co-signing for somebody. And the person that you got the job for, all right, they might have been all right the first few days, maybe the first few weeks on the job. But then they started going back to their old selves and started doing what they do. And what they was doing and how they were doing wasn't nothing nice, nothing to be proud of. And you are the one who spoke up for them. You are the one who said, listen, man, I'm telling you, you give them a chance. They're so talented. They're so gifted. They're so hardworking. You lying your ass off. You know this person is a you know that they are mess up. You know that they are what's the word I'm looking for? I want to say that they are F up, but there's another word that we use when we're trying to be politically correct. YouTube don't really like you to start expressing yourself by cursing or cussing or swearing within the first 2 minutes. And I know we passed the 2 minute mark, but I don't want to take no chances because they've been known that. Listen, they used to flag every show I did, literally. In the past few weeks, they've been letting me live. I'm like, so y'all, what y'all busy? But anyway, that's what we talking about today. How y'all feeling, man? How y'all feeling? Let's get it popping. Urban Therapy with Sun 752, and this is the Urban Therapy with Sun show. We do this every single Sunday from 1 p.m. till around 2:30-ish. And the reason that we say 2:30-ish is because sometimes we get so heated that we just have to do a little OT on a Sunday. And it is a Sunday. This is the show where adults come out and play with other adults. We laugh, we cry, we argue, fuss, and fight, go back and forth with each other, bust it up all crazy. We take an introspective look into our own personality to see the way that the universe projects us into this thing called the world and try to figure out this thing called life. I'm your host, Sun 752, aka Omar with the rrrr. And if you can't say Omar with the rrrr, well then you just say Omar with the R. This is the Urban Therapy with Sun show. I'm feeling like a real man should. I hope y'all feeling like real men and women should also. Today on the Urban Therapy with Sun show, we are talking about on a wild goose chase for ungrateful so-and-so. So-and-so. I said on a wild goose chase, you chasing a dream. And it seems like the person that you chasing the dream for ain't even yourself. And they don't care about your mental, emotional health because they don't give you nothing but they ass the kicks. And you like, wait a minute, what is this? I asked this person, paid this person, made sure I set it up for that appointment. So you can get this, and all you're giving me is ointment. So I can get waxed. Well, I ain't with that. In fact, I'm never doing this shit again for you. All right. On a wild goose chase for an ungrateful so-and-so. On a wild goose chase, yo, son. Oh my gosh, yo, let's talk about it. What up, grown woman? Don't try me. Cornbread says that it's harder to get accepted at clown college than Harvard. No, it's not. And Richard Wilkins says, what can you say about striking a balance between helping your kids and strengthening their independence? Oh, we gonna talk, Mr. Wilkins. Yes, we are. What can you say about striking a balance between helping your kids and strengthening their independence? Because that's the goal. That is the goal. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to show your birds how to fly. You're not necessarily kicking them out of the nest, But if they stay in the nest for the rest of their existence, then they will never learn how to fly, how to hunt, how to feed their own children, how to even feed themselves. Listen, birds feed each other beak to beak. In human terms, that would be hand to mouth. But good question. Cornbread says it's true. Look it up. Look what up? I don't know what clown college is. All right. Richard says how to avoid cuddling without ostracizing. Oh, coddling. I'm sorry. How to avoid coddling without ostracizing them. Yeah. And I think that the more you practice balancing yourself, the more you practice mitigating yourself, regulating yourself, um, exercising self-control, I think that you'll be able to expel that energy onto your kids. Not just leading by example, because that's something that we just always say. Yeah, I lead by example. A lot of people who are afraid to lead or are unqualified to lead always talking about leading by example. Just because I see you do something, that doesn't motivate me to want to do it. You may be doing something that's great, but it might not be something that I want to do. So, in order to get me to do something that I want to do, I need real leadership. And in order to get somebody else to do what I need them to do, then I have to show great leadership, at least good. Everything, great is subjective. Good is normally, kind of universal. We can say that something is good. When we start getting into the great category, that's when all of our scrutinizers come out like, oh, wait, what you mean great? I don't know. Charles Oakley was a good player. Was he a great player? I don't know. Kind of maybe on defense. And I don't know. All right. Lisa Goodwin says, sometimes people can take your kindness for weakness. Man, what? How about this? Lise? How about taking your kindness for stupidity? Have you ever dealt with somebody who felt like anybody who would help them is really kind of dumb because they know they don't have your best interest at heart? You know that they just taking advantage of an opportunity that's being given to them. They know it. So you like, and you got to watch out for people who not only look at being kind or generous as being stupid, but they also look at intelligence. They look at intelligence, being smart, as the ability to con people or deceive people. A lot of people think this way. Like if you can swindle somebody out of their money, that's what makes you smart. That's what makes you clever. That's what makes you intelligent. A lot of people that I know, and maybe some people that you know, look at it this way. And when you're dealing with a person like that, you probably should think real closely about any time that you extend a hand to help them, because they're looking at you like, they think right in the middle of you helping them, they're thinking like, I wouldn't have helped me, or I wouldn't have helped you in the same situation. But hey, go me, go me, go me, go me, go me. All right. J Smith says, pay your child support. Should already do that. But it's coming to an end real soon. It's coming to a Yo, actually, in my birthday month, my child support ends, but the real money begins. It's all good. Dimples D's, what's up, ma? Good to see me some you. Thank you so much for coming through. And Bird Word says, is that a new sign in the background? Setup looking nice. Appreciate that. We've had this sign for a few weeks now, so it's relatively new. We've been changing up some backgrounds. If you go look at the set in some of the shows during the week, you'll see, we switching, we trying out some things. We're seeing what works, what fits. Trying to put the round peg in the round hole. That kind of thing. But I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Oh, okay. Buckshot. What up, Buckshot? Says, hey son, I want to be honest. I get invested in your show, but I lost interest because you never made an effort to promote me to mode. Oh, to mod even after I share your stream and I try to make an effort to be here. Well, I'm going to tell you something, Buckshot. I gave you something to do when you asked to be a mod before. I gave you my email address and I said, write me, get in contact with me through email, and I would take it into consideration. But I'm going to be more transparent for anybody else who wants to be a moderator. Honestly, if you want to be a moderator, nobody is a moderator on this channel that I don't know personally. So if I don't know you, like if I haven't interacted with you off of this show, like I don't have to know you in person. But let's see, I got 4 moderators and 3 out of the 4 I know face to face. There's only one who is not even a moderator anymore. No, there's one left because I've never met my brother from another mother, Norris Hill, face to face. All the other 3, yeah, face to face contact. But even if I've never met you face to face, if I can feel your energy, because I'm not just gonna let anybody, have access to my channel. So I mean, you can complain about this and all of that, but it ain't gonna happen unless I know you off of here. So why would I make you a moderator? I don't know you. I don't even know what you look like. I don't know what that means to you, but I don't play them kind of internet games. If I can't see your face, I don't know your image. I don't know who you are. You could be a man, you could be a woman. I don't know, but it ain't gonna happen. Some people, meet people over the internet and they blossom into a loving relationship. It'll never happen with me. Never. If I don't have your phone number, if I've never talked to you off of here, if I give you a simple task like, yo, hit me up on the email, and we might be able to make this happen. Because I'm going to tell you, if you hit me up on the email, then I'm going to ask for your phone number. And then we're going to have to talk. Other than that, you can kind of forget it. I appreciate your support, but it ain't going to happen. Nah, you know what I mean? No disrespect, but that goes for any and everybody. I'm not on the internet looking for love or looking for friends and all of that. I have a social life. I have people who really love me a lot. And so I ain't one of them dudes. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Any of y'all little internet scamming type, always in your pockets, always trying to get in your pockets or getting your pussy. That ain't me. I do like pockets and I do like pussy, but I'm not trying to do that here. And I'll stand by it. Swear to God. All right. So Lobola says, chill out. You got 4 viewers. I got all I need. And if you was one of the 4, good looking out. Because you stopped by here. I didn't invite you. But love is love, baby. Naturalista Rap, what's good? He says, hi BF. Where's our bees? Well, let's do it. Let's hold on. Let me read the rest of these comments and then let's get busy. Buckshot says, because I just left Lamar Thompson's channel. I don't get it. Come on, dog. You gotta stop that. Listen, I just told you what it is. I mean, I understand if you don't like it, you don't appreciate it. That's the way it is. No exceptions. No exceptions. All right, T. Carey Wright says, Buckshot, he explained that his moderators are people that he actually knows and who have support. Oh, okay, I'm sorry, I didn't even get to that part. All right, Richard Wilkins says, what are some self-control techniques that are most helpful when raising a child, and how might those present differently with mothers and fathers? Okay, let's get into that for a minute. In a minute, I should say. What up the second? He says, damn OG, doing an early live, be sleep when the late ones be happening. How you feeling though? Yeah, on the weekends we do it 1 p.m. On the weekdays, 1 a.m. and on the weekends, 1 p.m. But thanks for coming through the second, man. You my peoples. I appreciate you. Okay. Buckshot says, so I'm just letting you know I've been watching you at least 6 months and I've always been positive. Listen, man, you know what I mean? Not to expose you, but your channel ain't been in existence for 6 months. You don't think I can't? You ain't. I don't know if you somebody else. You're obviously somebody else, but the buckshot thing ain't been in existence for 6 months. This is why I don't fuck with people I don't know and give them jobs. This is why, you know what I mean? You got to clear up some things. I need to know who. Yo, man, this shit crazy. All right, CCX222. What's good? Says, what's good, son? I hope everybody's doing and feeling blessed. And we are. I know I am. I hope everybody else is too. All right. Davey Hertz is, I stand for president. I don't know. Second says, what's up, CC? Okay. Miona's Wrath. Damn, I don't mean to say your name wrong. Or is that MG? Or M. John's, M. John, what is that? M. John RS, M. John's Wrath. I don't know. I'm sorry, man. You can be a artificial intelligence program that is basically designed to look and act like people too. Exactly. So I mean, y'all don't have to believe that I'm real. You know what I mean? But I know I can see and hear and touch myself and all of that. But I'm not talking to no avatar. What you think this is? You know, cats be catfishing online. We don't do that. All right, Champion Cremo. Do mods even make money? Maybe on some channels. They wouldn't hear. Shoot, if I gotta make money first. Anything after the word, because it's generally BS in my view. Okay. CC says, yeah, I discovered the Sun's Urban Therapy with Sun Live, I think a few months ago. He gives real great. Appreciate y'all. Champion Cremo says, why would anybody want to be a mod? I don't know. It's okay if you don't want to be one. I've never asked anybody to be one. You know, I mean, it is what it is. All right. K Kyle says $40,000 chain. No, not that much, man. Slow down. All right. Okay. All right. I wanna address what hold on, let me put these beads on, and then we're gonna address what as a matter of fact, you know what? We're gonna take off the jewels. And we gonna do a naturally rap show. You know what I'm saying? Let's get dressed, y'all. Let's put on our uniform. All right. Put my bizzies on. Put my beads on. All right. So now hold on. I'm gonna give you. I normally ask y'all which ones y'all want to put on, because if you don't know, I give you y'all put on y'all uniforms too. So either the right or the left. But this time we gonna go. I'm gonna give you the chance to put on the Tibetan Buddhism beads. So what's it gonna be? 1, 2, 3. Left, middle, right. And believe me, my left and my middle and my right is yours. Which one? Left, middle, right. Left, middle, right. Y'all gotta hurry up. These things heavy. Left, middle, right. 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 Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. What are they for? All right, you said left? Then left is going to be left iguan. Left iguan. Oh, damn. Oh, all right. TK Right says right. CC said left. Drizzy said middle. Dimple said right. All right, whole damn. We got 3 rights. We got 3 rights. We got to go with the right. And the right is the Tibetan Buddhism beads. Damn. New shit. Then Kurt says left. And he put in 2 lefts. Nah, all right. Hold on. So I think it's even now. Hold on. What we got? What we got? Naturally, so 1 for left, 1 for right. 2 for left, 1 for middle, 2 for right. 3 for left, 3 for left. All right. I think left wins. I think left won. Left won. All right, here we go. Now, left is a little bit smaller. The Tibetan Buddhism beads are a little, but they fit good. Hold on, let me show y'all what y'all looking like. Let me show you what you look like. Let me show you what you look like. That's kind of cool. There you go. Look at y'all. Look at y'all looking great. Looking lovely. Looking beautiful. Looking handsome. Looking debonair. Suave. Sexy. Good looking. You know what I mean? Like a snack. Like a snack. All right. Huh? Go ahead. Make sure y'all get a screenshot. Do a screenshot. No other content creators are going to give y'all a uniform. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we cute. Yeah, y'all look good. Real good. Real good. All right. Appreciate y'all coming through. All right. I want to address the question that Mr. Wilkins asked, because it was a real good one. Hold on. What are some of the self-control? That's the question I want to address. What are some self-control techniques that are most helpful when raising a child, and how might those present differently in mothers and fathers? Okay, you know what? Earlier today, I watched a video. Of this dude, and he was saying how he stopped smoking. He stopped smoking weed for 6 months, and he wanted to give a little rundown about how he was feeling after being sober off of weed and all substances for 6 months. He said since the age of 15, he's been a stone cold stoner. Weed all day, every day since he was 15 years old. Oh, we have callers on the line. Hold on. I forgot to tell y'all that y'all can call into the show. If you like to call into the show, 319-527-6199. But you got to press number 1, and that will let me know that you would like to speak. Press number 1, and then I will get you up on here, and we can talk. And we are talking about on a wild goose chase for ungrateful so-and-so. Okay, so in this video, this man was talking about how when he was smoking weed all of those years, he had convinced himself that it was helping him, and that it was making him feel better, and that it was actually helping his anxiety instead of exacerbating or magnifying his anxiety. And he said now he's able, in his sobriety, he's able to see all of the things that he couldn't see when he was high all the time, like his relationship between his kids his relationship between his spouse. And he was saying that until you actually make the effort to do this, you're never going to know what it's like to have a clear mind, clear thoughts, and to be able to process information correctly. So after all of these years, because he's like in his 30s or 40s, after all these years, he's only 6 months clean, but he had to button himself down and make the and set the example for his kids and anybody else that he used to smoke with or whatever, that this can be done, it needs to be done, and that it could. And his testimony I thought was inspirational, because I know so many people that are potheads, and it's a crazy thing, because he was saying that his lungs felt so much better, and how he had convinced himself that because he wasn't smoking weed and blunts or papers anymore, because he did a lot of vaping, and he would even do edibles. You know, they said that edibles be making you crazy, whatever. But anyway, he said that he had convinced himself that he wasn't causing his body any harm. But he admitted, he said, I've damaged my lungs so bad, and now I feel I'm starting to repair a little bit, and hopefully I haven't damaged them beyond really, really good repair. Like, he doesn't know if he can restore them to factory condition, but he feels better. Now, that's exercising self-control. That's self-awareness and self-control. And that's something that you want to make an example of with your children. So his children witnessed him be high since the day that they were born, every single day. So they had never seen their dad fully sober. And now he is for 6 months. And he can see the error in his ways, and he can understand how out of control he was, even though he felt like he was maintaining control. So, it's a good look. It's a good look. And I think that was a good example of leading by example, but not only that, making the declaration. A lot of times when you don't verbalize, when you don't put it out there, like, listen, I'm going to do this. A lot of people say, well, I don't want to say what I'm doing. I don't want to let nobody in on my plans because I don't want nobody to block my blessings. Let me tell y'all something about blocking blessings. There's no such thing. You can't block a blessing. Your blessings come from God. So if you're a believer, and you believe in God, then you know that there is nobody strong enough to block what he means for you to have. So whether somebody knows your secrets or your plans or whatever you have coming up, nobody can stop you from having what you're going to have. That would be like a rapper being afraid that if somebody bite my rhymes, I'm not going to have no rhymes to tell. I ain't going to be able to recite no more rhymes. Like, dude, if you're going to be an artist, you got to come up with new rhymes and new material every album, every single, every show. So something that is truly yours can't be taken away from you. So I'm saying all that to say that you can't be afraid, or you shouldn't be afraid to make a promise to somebody else, especially when you intend to keep that promise. I don't care how long it takes. If you make a promise to yourself, keep it. If you make a promise to somebody else, keep it, because that's what gives people faith in you. If you can't make a promise to somebody, a real promise to somebody, how do you expect them to have any faith in you? How do you expect them to know that you're reliable? How do you expect them to know that they can depend on you and to be able to trust you? You can't do it. So that's how I think that parents, whether you are moms or dads, I think that's how you can set a good example for your children, show them self-control, because I know that man's children, the one I'm talking about, whose video I saw, the weed smoker boy, the stoner guy, I know that his children are getting the benefit of seeing their father, who is supposed to be a stand-up guy and be responsible and be the leader of his family, seeing him admit his flaws, see the error in his ways, and change and follow through. I know that that's a good lesson for them. So when we're talking about, the person that that was on the line, they pressed number 1, but I guess I'm taking too long, so they left or whatever. If y'all want to call in, the number to call is area code 319-527-6199. 319-527-6199. 319-527-6199. Press number 1, and that will let me know that you would like to speak, and then I will call you out by the last 4 digits of your telephone number. We're going to take a caller right now. Caller with the last number is 1132. Thank you for holding. Welcome to the Urban Therapy with Sun Show. What's on your mind this afternoon? What's good?
She dropped me.
Huh?
The blonde talk dropped me.
Oh, nah. Only person that can drop you is me. Maybe the line dropped or something like that, but nah, you good. As long as you here, we straight.
I had to do number 1 again.
All right, so what's up? What's on your mind?
No, I'm calling because my talk is healing me. I need to know what's going on with this question that's on the title, because I want to find out if I'm ungrateful. Not who you chasing ungrateful. I want to find out, I guess, if I'm ungrateful and the person that's being chased, or if I'm out of line chasing a person, because I ain't trying to chase nobody.
Okay. Well, the title.
Nobody, so.
The title is talking about.
And this is Stacy.
Okay. What's up, Stacy? Thanks for coming through. All right, let me answer your question. First, let me clarify something. When I say that you're on a wild goose chase for an ungrateful so-and-so, I don't mean that you're chasing a person. Being on a wild goose chase means that you're looking for something, that you're trying to do something, that you are, putting in an effort in order to get something done. Like when they say that you're on a wild goose chase, you could be on a wild goose chase to, find a discount on something that you really need. Let's say your refrigerator broke and you need a new refrigerator, but maybe you don't have enough money to buy a brand new refrigerator. So maybe you want to find a good used refrigerator. So maybe you want to go to like a scratch and dent or something like that. And maybe you haven't been able to find a good scratch and dent. So you going in the yellow pages on some old school shit. You on the internet. Maybe you actually went out to see where you could find this refrigerator and stuff like that. You on a wild goose chase. And maybe you were doing it for somebody other than yourself. You were looking for this refrigerator for somebody else whose refrigerator was broke and they didn't have enough money to buy a brand new refrigerator. You understand? So you going from store to store looking for this looking for a refrigerator that they could afford. Maybe you even willing to put in some of the money so they could get the refrigerator. You're doing all of this and they acting like it's your job to go and look for this refrigerator for them. They haven't gone in the yellow pages. They haven't gone online. They haven't made any calls. The only calls they made was to you. Oh, my refrigerator is broke. I need a refrigerator. My kid's not gonna have Kool-Aid and cheese whiz. Well, should I say cheese slices? They're not gonna have that. And you looking out for her and her family, and she not even doing the things that she needs to be doing or he needs to be doing in order to take care of his business. So when you finally get the refrigerator for them, maybe they was like, well, this is not the kind of refrigerator that I wanted. This don't even have an ice maker. And you're like, what? What? It don't have an ice maker? You didn't have ice. Y'all didn't even have air conditioning. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what a wild goose chase is. Yeah, that's what a wild goose chase is. It's not. It doesn't have anything to do with, trying to get with a person or trying to marry them. That's not what a wild goose chase is. So that's not what this show is about.
Okay. Can I let you in on something? First of all, I'm glad I called and got the right understanding. Second of all, well, my grandmother gave me wisdom and knowledge a long time ago. She told me not to let nobody break my spirit. I should have listened. I should have listened to my mother and my grandmother. And my spirit has been broken. And I do have some ungrateful people in my life. So that does not move me to want to help them if they come to me, unless God put it on my heart to move me. Other than that, if you don't put it on my heart, I'm not doing it. I don't care who it is. And I may sound cold or whatever, but I'm tired. I'm tired.
Okay.
So that can't happen when it comes to me. Like I said, unless God put it on my heart to do so.
Okay. Well, yeah. It's tough when you have a good heart and you're really trying to help somebody or contribute to something that you think is important, something that you think is good, something that's decent. And you run into people who either don't have as much passion as you do, or they don't really place a high value on the effort that it takes in order to be successful. Being successful is not an easy thing, and being successful takes on a lot of different forms. Like, some people think that just being successful is making a bunch of money, and that's not the only thing that being successful is.
That's not it. No.
Right.
Being successful to me is every day that I get up, can I tackle my goals? And sometimes I can tackle them, and sometimes I can't. Being successful to me is fighting through this depression. Sometimes I make it, sometimes I don't. Being successful to me is discerning a fake ass friend around me, knowing that person don't like me, but speaking to me anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get close to my man. Trying to get close to my man.
Okay.
I'm not finna, if it's a snake, I'm not finna talk to a snake, period.
Okay.
That's being successful. I knock on wood, I have not failed, but I know we do fall because sometimes, we're human, we make mistakes. But people take success as just with money. Success is not just money.
Yeah. Anything you do in life, you want to be successful at it. Being successful is basically completion. A good synonym or another word for
exactly, yeah.
A synonym or another word for success is completion. When you have completed something and you can go to the next phase or the next level or the next tier, then you've been successful. You can't. There are a lot of things in life that you can't go to the next level with unless you complete that level. Even if you just talking about video games. Now, I'm a gamer, so there have been games that I've played. I don't know if you know anything about this, but I was playing this game about 4 years ago, called matter of fact, they made a movie about it. It was called The Last of Us, and there was this one mode, or this one act, or whatever you call it in the game. I could not get past this shit. I was doing it over and over and over, like 1 day, 2 days, and whatever. It was really getting on my nerves. So I had to go online and watch, and watch somebody else play it, and they showed me how to do it. And I was like, oh. And even when I watched the video, read how to get past it, it still took me a while to do it. But once I did it, I could do it again and again and again and again and again. So knowing that somebody else has been through something that you've been through before, they can be a good resource of help. So when you're struggling with things like depression, stress, and depression, that's one of the most, man, that's one of the most isolating, loneliest things that can ever happen to you, because
Yeah.
nobody can feel the depression or the stress that you're feeling. They may feel their own, but they can't feel yours. You know, you understand what I
Um,
mean?
I wasn't never diagnosed with depression. I just know what it was. And
Mm-hmm.
I finally figured out what it was. Why I go through the things I go through.
Uh-huh.
I wasn't diagnosed with it. And what other scenario that took me off on a wild goose chase, taking, being ungrateful, doing something for somebody that's ungrateful. You said it don't have nothing to do with relationships, but when I look back on myself, the super moves that I was making, I'm like, I'm not going through that again. And then it red flags right in front of my face.
I can dig it.
In front of my face. And I was ignoring the sign. I'm glad God is a person that gives you mercy every day and grace every day and don't give up on you, because we don't know it all.
Right.
We
Right.
don't know it all. We don't see it all. But I think I'm doing really good. When God tells me to bag back, I bag back and allow, just life to take its course. And like you said, if it's for you, can't nobody take it from you. Can't nobody block it. I'm not going to argue with nobody. If God want me to have it, He'll let me have it.
Without a doubt.
If He tell me to post it, I'm gonna post it, because I was one of the ones. I'm like, I ain't showing my business no more. But I realized I'm messing myself up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not easy. You know, when you don't feel like you're getting somewhere with somebody or with something, it's not easy to stay the course. But one thing that keeps me in the game that I don't think I'm winning is I have to find out if I really know how to play the game. You understand what I'm saying? Like a
Yeah.
lot of times we make, okay, and I hate to keep going back to this, right? But I'm going to go back to talking about the video game thing. Hold on. I'm gonna go back to the whole video game thing, because you can play video games like when you first introduce a child, and it may be a baby, a 2 or 3 year old, to how to play a video game. They hold the controller in their hands and they just pressing buttons because they don't know what does what. They know that kids, just babies, like to press buttons. So they pressing buttons, is making a sound or whatever. Once they connect the button that they're pushing to the screen that they're watching, and they see that moving this thing makes it go this way or that way or up or down, and pressing this button makes it fire or makes it do something. Now they're learning how to play the game. So when you don't know how to do something that you are doing, it's like you're just pressing buttons. You have to learn what buttons control what they do. If you are playing checkers and all you know how to do is move the pieces, then you're going to keep getting jumped and you're going to lose every game. Once you devise a strategy to get people to put their chips in a position where you can jump them, where you can get kinged, crowned or king, whatever they call it in checkers, because people always say this is chess, not checkers. Like checkers is a game for dummies or whatever. It's not. It's still a strategy. It's still a one-on-one game. So whether you playing chess or checkers, you're still playing against your opponent, and they still gonna laugh at you. Well, shoot, chess players will laugh at you when they beat you. Checkers players will laugh at you when they beat you. Chess players won't. They just be like, you out of your luck, you out of your league. I'm like Bobby Fischer over here. You understand what I mean? But yeah, you have to learn how to play the game. So although you might be embroiled in something, involved in something, doing something, you may recognize what's being done, but you haven't learned how to play. So until you learn how to play, and maybe you have to ask somebody how to play. Maybe you have to find out what the rules are. Maybe you have to have a little tutorial or something like that. Man, all the professional basketball players and football players that you've ever seen, each and every last one of them have gone to basketball camps and football camps when they were coming up in the little leagues, playing for their high schools and stuff like that. And they were probably really good on a little league teams. But when they went to those camps, they were around competition that was stiff and really knew how to play. So it got their game up. So they learned how to play a game that they already knew how to play better. They learned how to play better. So just keep that in mind whenever you are coming in contact, or whenever you feeling low or demoralized or confused or whatever. Just know there's somebody out there that feels the same way, and they've gotten through it, and they might have a good word or a message for you that can help you.
Yeah.
But you don't have to suffer in silence. That's what you don't have to do. You don't have to suffer in silence.
Well, I try not to suffer in silence, but how they say life. I get up and pray every morning. I pray every morning, every night. And when I let God work, I learn how to let go, not pray, like you got to work. But life does be life. And I'm really hoping I pull out of it, because I haven't drunk nothing in 7 years. The only thing I really drink is wine. And the other day, I was going through so much, I had taste for some beer. And not saying that, I don't believe in wrong drinking. It just don't get drunk to stay drunk, because I'm really not a drinker.
Okay.
But I don't want to use the stuff that I'm going through and use alcohol for that. And that's never been me. When I did drink, I would drink, but not because I was going through.
Okay.
But I really had, it was really, I was really craving for a beer. And I'm like, okay.
Well, listen, I'm gonna tell you something. You're a grown woman. You old enough to drink a little, have a little taste when you feel like it. And I'm gonna tell you, listen, don't. I stopped drinking because I had to stop drinking. Everybody ain't in that position. You know what I mean? Everybody ain't it. So I don't place no judgment on people who shoot. I mean, your journey is your journey.
Yeah, I know, but I done been through so much, and I done been so clean. It's like when you done stop for a while, you scared to go back to it because you might get worse. That's what I'm scared of. I don't want to be like, and then it's just me. I could be around my family, but really it's just me holding it down. Mm-hmm. I don't have my back watching over me. I don't even have my cat here watching over me. Mm-hmm. So it's really just me. So I'm just, I don't know how I will respond drinking. Yeah. I can handle wine. I can handle a little liquor, but I have never really, been a beer person or whatnot. And I don't want to go, do too much. Because like I said, I'm going through, and I'm trying to go through being sober, and it's not easy being sober going through. As being a witness and being sober going through. It's not easy.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah.
And I know I'm being an example. And, you think your children or the young people in your life is not looking at you, but just because they're not around, I don't know what God shows them about you, but they see your life. Because every Christmas I get something nice and get something spiritual. I'm like, oh God, they see my life.
Yeah.
So you'd be surprised at what people know about you, But I know about God. I know God got me, but still, And since I've been grown, I don't even know if I know how to handle my lips.
But let me ask you something along the topic. Have you ever really gone out of your way to help somebody who needed something, whether they ask you to do it or not? Have you ever really, really looked out for somebody, took up for them, paid for them, took them somewhere, showed them something, put them in position to win, prosper, or whatever, and they treated you like you was doing it for
Yeah,
yourself or whatever, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, yeah. So
yeah.
how did you handle that?
I have. That's why I said my spirit is broken. Yes, I have.
Mm-hmm.
And that person, I guess, the enemy works like trying to mess it up for the next person that do come in, like that really need the help, but I have, you know,
Yeah,
I have.
it's not an easy thing to do because that can really discourage you from helping the next person, and the next person might really deserve it. So
Yeah. And the next person could be having your blessing right in here. So when you do help somebody and don't have that motive, you have a clean motive when you helping somebody, the Lord will bless you. Because I have helped a couple of people, and God has opened the door for me. Whether that person have blessed me or not, besides my family, I have helped somebody. I never thought I would help somebody outside of my family, but I have helped somebody outside of my family, and God was a blessing to me. People look for it to come directly from that person, but it don't have to come directly from that person.
yeah,
It really don't. And if you recognize where it came from, you're really growing.
facts,
But
facts.
I wanted to know the topic, and I'm glad I called. First of all, I got the topic wrong. And
That's all right. It's all right.
I got it right. And just listening, it helps.
It's okay. See, one thing I always want to impress upon people on here or in life, it's okay to be wrong and it's okay to make mistakes. What is not okay to do is to do wrong shit on purpose and then try to cover it up like you didn't mean to do it or like somebody else did it or like it doesn't matter. So when we talk about going on a wild goose chase for this ungrateful so and so, we're talking about a lot of things, but we're talking about how somebody will probably go to bat for you, probably go to the ends of the earth for you if they know that you not only deserve it, but that you appreciate it and that you'll reciprocate or that you will at least use what they gave you. It's like if it's a dead of winter and you live in a place where it gets cold in the wintertime and you see somebody out there that needs a coat and you like, listen, man, you out here with nothing but a hoodie on and you know what I'm saying? You got a hoodie, you got on a hoodie and some tube socks on your hands. Like that ain't gonna get it. You gonna freeze out here. You give them a coat and they act like you gave them the coat for your own warmth. You know what I'm saying? Like the only reason you did it is because you got a bunch of coats. Like what? Like I don't get warm when you put on a coat. But if somebody tries on the coat, they like the coat, and you see they face light up and you can see them feeling better. So maybe now that they're warm, they're able to do something outside that they weren't able to do. So it's not about whether they love you for this or anything like that, but at least they're showing that, Dad, you saw that I needed something. You stepped up to the plate first before anybody else did, and you helped me out. And I really appreciate that. More than likely, if I see you struggling again, I'm gonna help you again. You know what I mean? But if you kicked it to me like, man, shoot, you should have gave me a coat and some boots and some new gloves. You see me here with these tube socks on my hands. You should have gave me everything. It's like, oh damn, you had nothing. Now you have something, and you acting like I owed you something. That ain't cool. That ain't cool. You understand what I mean? So going on a wild goose chase for ungrateful so and so covers a lot of people. Parents do this all the time for their kids. They do it all the time for their kids. You know, and there is an obligation by parents to do for their kids. The thing is, so many parents get hit with the, well, you my mom, you my dad, you supposed to do that, you supposed to do this, and they getting older and older with those feelings of entitlement, and you as a parent might be wondering where it's coming from, and you as a parent might be looking forward to the day when you can cut them off legally. So the same way they talking about some, I can't wait till I get 18 so I can get on out of here, so I can be free, so I can do my own thing. You might be thinking the same thing. Like, even though I know that at 18, 19, and probably 20, you ain't gonna be ready to go because you don't pay attention to shit. You take everything that somebody gives you as something that they were supposed to do for you, and life is gonna hit you upside the head. Like when and if you move out when you 18 and you get your own place and you realize that landlord don't give a shit that you don't make enough money on your job. They don't give a shit that you were sick and you had to call out. They don't give a shit that you went out, that you don't have enough money left over after you pay the rent to go out partying and drinking and smoking and fucking and all that. Your landlord ain't gonna care. First of the month or whenever your rent is due, you don't pay that money. You're going to get another chance in the next month to make that up. And if you don't, eviction proceedings will start. And they ain't stopping. You want to find that out the hard way. You want to find out that the world don't care. Don't care that you don't have J's on your feet. The premium weed, premium loud to smoke or whatever. They don't give a shit that you don't have a car to drive, or that you in this apartment, you ain't got no furniture in that motherfucker. You straight on the hardwood or the tile or the carpet. You know what I mean? You doing the air mattress thing. And it might not even be your air mattress. How about that? You ever know somebody got an air mattress? That ain't even their goddamn air mattress. Like, yo, you doing bad out here. But let them tell it. Let them tell it. They killing it. You know? Ungrateful so and so. Man, I remember this. I remember this one chick borrowed my air mattress, tried to keep it. Give me my shit back. Yo, I ain't bullshitting. Yo, trying to keep my air mattress. I was like, yo, you ain't get your bed yet? She's like, yeah, I got the bed. I said, so when you gonna return my mattress? Oh yeah. Oh, I'm coming to get my shit. I had to go get it. You gonna try to keep this? Is like, this joint nice. It blow up by itself, and I'm like, yeah, fuck out of here. You know, shit like that though.
I understand that. Yeah, but, I just hope I don't be ungrateful, because we all tend to be that way some kind of way, especially when we get too much help.
Well, yeah. Well, people who steal from you.
Can do it. You can do that when you get too much help, and then you start being humble. And it's supposed to be that way. But then you don't want to see nobody that you love struggling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I try not to. I don't want to be that way. And then I don't want to fall out with my people and then be ungrateful. And then because my people, when they get mad, they'll cut you off and block. They cut you off and block you. Then you be by yourself.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
Which I don't, I'm good, I love my family, I love my friends, but, I was raised, my mother didn't have no other kids, no more than my first husband, so it'll hurt, but it'll go away.
Yeah.
Go away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was calling in and trying to get some clarity. I'm going to do my homework over and rewatch the replay. Because that's what I like to do. And to see what I done missed. A lot of people don't like to hear themselves After they be online or on the video, they say they don't watch. I watch myself because I want to see what I'm doing and what I'm not doing, what I'm saying and what I'm not saying. So.
Well, thanks for calling in. I appreciate you coming through, and you can call in anytime. Thank you.
I will have a safe weekend, safe day. Pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to your surroundings online. Cover your heart, guard your heart. Everybody have a blessed day.
All right, good looking out. You have a great one.
Okay,
no exceptions. All right, peace.
Mm-hmm. Bye.
Good call right there. Good call right there. Good looking out, Stacy. Yo, anybody else want to call in? Y'all can call in. The lines are open. 319-527-6199. 319-527-6199. Press number 1 and that will let me know that you would like to speak. This is the Urban Therapy with Sun Show. I'm your host, Sun752. And we are talking about on a wild goose chase for an ungrateful so-and-so. On a wild goose chase for an ungrateful so-and-so. Yeah. So, I hate to keep taking it back to the kids thing, but the thing about having kids is that you do have an obligation as a parent to provide for your children and to guide them, regardless of what your personal feelings may be. But they will really, really test you. They will really, really test your resolve when they act entitled or ungrateful or unappreciative, or other people who aren't your children try to act like they are your children. Like you have to obligate yourself to do for them the same way that you would do for your kids because you're obligated. But it ain't like that out here. And sometimes you got to show people what time it is because they be forgetting. Some people really overstate their importance in your life, and you got to let them know. And a cat like me is quick to let a motherfucker know, like, you ain't really shit. Now, look, I did this. I made this run for you, but watch. Because it ain't really, for somebody like me, it ain't really hard. It ain't hard. It might be hard on my heart to cut you off, but it ain't hard on my body. I'll do the shit. All you gotta do is prove to me that you are unworthy, and I will show and prove. God bless the child who has his own. All right, let me see. Okay, so we have another caller on the line. Caller with the last numbers 3698. Welcome to the Urban Therapy with Sun Show. Thank you for holding. Hold on. Let me get you in here. There you go. Wait a minute.
What up, brother?
Okay, how you feeling, man? Thanks for coming through.
I'm absolutely fine. Yourself?
Feeling like a real man should. What's on your mind?
Oh, nothing much. That the lady that was previous to my call, she kept saying things about her. And how she perceives these. Oh, by the way, my name is Kurt. I'm Kurt, his royal fatness.
Oh, well, that's what's up, man. Thanks for coming through. Appreciate you.
No problem. But she was sitting there talking about the chase. And I posted something in the room, and like, my theory on a chase is this: it's only a chase because the other person continues to run away from you. If something's perpetually running away from you all the time, that's stalking, not a chase.
Well, how about this perspective, though? Have you ever felt like there can be situations where two people really are feeling each other? Maybe they are really genuinely attracted to each other, but maybe one of them is having a problem trusting the other one. Like their attraction to one is not matching their trust level for them. Now, it could be because that person is moving funny, or it could be because of past trauma or something like that. But in a situation like that, the person who is all in and doesn't have a problem with trust may feel like they are pulling the other person along in order to get them to comply. And it may not actually be that way, but sometimes when you want something really bad, you can get impatient. And you may not feel like you're being impatient, but you may be pushing somebody to move a little faster than they're comfortable with. So y'all not on the same page.
Right.
So that can feel like a chase.
Yeah. But at the same time, think of it this perspective. You have children. I have children. Okay. Somebody had to drag me along to get me to love my children? It happened. It was natural. It's pure. Right?
Yeah.
The same thing with any kind of love. Love is pure. Right? You shouldn't have to drag anybody along for love.
You shouldn't.
That's not love. To me, that's not love. To me, that is consumerism. There's no different than capitalism. Supply and demand.
See, the thing about I
do.
I totally understand. But the thing is, not everybody has the same view of what love is. Like on the internet nowadays, I notice, especially on social media, love is like a bad word. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So if you're the type of person that looks at love like a feeling, an emotion, and you're dealing with somebody else.
Love is an action. Love is an action.
Okay, now that I'm glad you said that, because that's what I was about to say. Now, the other person, if you're dealing with a person who looks at love as a feeling and an emotion, like even if you never do it for me, I'm still going to love you because I just feel that. And you're dealing with a person who believes that love is an action. So in order to prove love, you have to do something in order to show it.
Right.
Now y'all not on the same page. You're not on the same page.
At the same time, you have to look, but you have to look at people's love languages, right? Like my love language is I cook for my kids. I cook for people I care about and love. That is my love language. Okay.
Okay.
Your love language should be like, I pay all the bills and I do this, right? That's your love language. Your effort is your love language, right? That's why it's pure, it's natural. It's something it's unspoken, okay? So I think the big problem with relationships and the chase and all this is our lack of understanding of what a love language is.
Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna lie to you. No. That's good. That's good material, man. It's good stuff. And there really is no right or wrong here. I would be lying if I said that I didn't hate that love language shit. I really do. I hate it because because
I do too.
Yeah. No.
There's some truth to it.
I mean, it's to me, it's like God. It's true if you believe. I can't fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, I don't care what the book say. I said I love you. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
whether we are in agreement on how the love plays out, nobody will be able to tell me how I feel about you, and I probably won't be able to tell you how you feel about me. Now we do have an obligation, if we want to keep this thing harmonious, to qualify our love for each other in a way that we can manifest it towards each other in a witness type of way. You know what I mean? Like, right, I have to know that it's there.
I see, as I agree with you, but you shouldn't have to chase for that. You shouldn't force the other person to run after you. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's not love.
Okay.
That's literally, that falls under the category of, what's the word I'm looking for here? It's just like servitude. That's what I would describe that. It's a feel good moment.
Okay.
Like for me, love is this. Like if I'm if my wife died September, and can I sit there and say I was ever in love with her? I could say no, I wasn't. I stayed with her because of my kids. Okay.
Okay.
She got pregnant. I was like, all right, stand up and do the right thing. Be there for my children no matter what. It was like, one night stand led into, 13 years of dealing with it.
I've actually seen that happen.
So, yeah, that's. I'm literally raising my children on my own now. She overdosed and died.
Yo, my condolences to you,
No, it's
your
all right.
family, and definitely your children.
Yeah. So, and I have to say that after this relationship, it gave me clarity, and I don't know if it's clarity of because I'm by myself now, which I'm not really by myself. I mean, I have my kids, but I'm like, I don't have that intimacy there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think love to me now is if I'm with that person, it doesn't matter if I'm in a trailer in the middle of the woods. It doesn't matter if I have a stick house in the desert. If the whole world is on fire outside of that house, I can look at that person in their eyes and be like, I'm okay with this. Let it burn. That's love to me.
Okay.
So it's being comfortable with the uncomfortable.
Right. Okay. Now I recognize that as being a version of love for you. For other people, that might be unacceptable. Like the way that you and your wife, the way that y'all started your family. For a lot of people, they may have said, well, no, maybe a co-parenting situation might have been better. Now the way maybe the way that you were raised, the moral code that you were raised with, compelled you to go ahead and quote unquote complete the job. The next person may totally agree with that. I mean, totally disagree with that. And they may have said, no, you don't marry somebody that you don't love, and because the children will feel that energy, and they may make that same mistake later on, and it's just like a negative cycle of indifference towards somebody that every child should be born out of love. Of course, that's theoretical.
Absolutely.
That's theoretical.
Theoretical, yeah.
Yeah. But if the love is totally non-existent, I think it makes it a really big challenge to stay with somebody. But nonetheless, let me ask you this: did you feel like what you were obligated to do, taking her hand in marriage, even procreating more, having more children, and
I have twins. We have twins.
Oh, so you
have
just
twins.
had a set of twins?
Yeah, I got the boy and girl, one and done.
Okay, cool. Okay, well, nonetheless, did you feel like your obligation that you felt to marry her? Did you feel like you were doing her a favor?
No.
Okay. All right. So you pretty much
I did it for the betterment of my kids.
Okay.
I grew up homeless. My dad died when I was 10. And before my dad died, my mom was all about any way that she could mess with my dad, she would, like play games and like court stuff and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
This was the late 80s, early 90s. And so she manipulated the court and the things. And as soon as my dad died, the give a fuck broke. For lack of a better word, I don't want to cuss in your show, and I do apologize for that.
No. This is uncensored. You can curse all you want.
Okay. The give a fuck broke. Her give a fuck broke. She remarried a man about 6 months later, and I'm just going to be brutally honest. So he raped me, he molested me, and I was 11.
Yeah.
And one day I was about 12 years old. I was almost 12, I think. He came after me, and I don't know how it showed up in the house, but there was this little hammer. And I'm going to say little, but it had like a 3-pound sledgehammer head on it and a small handle, and I smacked him in the face with it.
Okay.
When he came after me one day.
Mm-hmm.
And he gave my mom the option. It was either him or me. My mom knew what was happening. I at that point in time, I already went to my teachers, my principal, the police, everybody, you know, and it's Michigan, so nobody gives a fuck. And my mom, every time the cops would show up or some shit, they'd be like, you know, oh, he's lying, you know. And so I learned to be a man by remembering what my father did for me those 9.5, 10 years of my first part of my life. Everything else I learned along watching people like you. To sit back and watch as you learn more, you know?
Yeah. And
so I learned from people like you, watching people like you interact with others around them, watching you interact with children, watching how I have this theory, like, I'm sorry, not a theory, a saying that men are shepherds for all children through the valley of darkness, right? It is our job as men to protect all children, whether that child is ours, whether that child is someone else's. If that other person is not there, it is up to us as men to take up that responsibility to protect that child.
Yeah.
I don't know where I got that in my head, but it stayed there. And so that's where my being a parent to my children stems from that rule. Because it was all fucked from the beginning for me. But that little bit of time that I had there that I saw, visualize what dads were to their children, that stuck in my head. And I think it comes down to perspective. If you're consumed by the hatred of it all, or you're consumed by the love, it's your choice. It comes down to choice.
Yeah. First of all, your story is heart-wrenching, and it's actually pretty inspiring to me, only because, like, I can feel the pain. I can feel the pain of the experience, and it's almost like you sound to me like you found a way to rescue yourself. I don't know whoever helped you along the way in whatever major ways or minor ways, but it's definitely had an impact on you. But I can much better understand how you feel about the things that you feel and what you feel. You know, I'm going to say this, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart, man. Yo, keep doing what you do. You know what I mean? Because so many people have gone through these traumatic experiences similar to what you have, and some worse, some not as bad. But you know, those emotional wounds, they don't heal very well. You know what I mean? Or if they ever heal at all, but they take forever to heal. So it's really a wonderful thing that you made sure that you were there to protect your children. So I totally get it. I totally get it. But how would you?
Now you understand, like that's now you understand what I'm saying. It's like
I totally
being dealt that shitty hand, and now you see the kids, and it's like, no, I have to stay here.
Right.
Sure, that never happens to them.
Right. You weren't going to allow that cycle to continue, and that really is great. And you know, I also say that you stepping up that way should really probably. I mean, you ever thought about writing a book?
I have this saying that I say to a lot of people. People start laughing about problems in my life, and like my life is a sitcom, and that's good that my life is a sitcom. But the problem is I'm not laughing.
Mm-hmm. I get
it. So for me, it's just life. It's boring. You know, it's just like,
yeah,
another product, another headache. You know,
because you may have been through so much, you may be desensitized. You know how like an animal out in the wild. You know how people who domesticate dogs and cats, they forget that dogs and cats were born out in the wild. You know what I mean? You know, like you're from Michigan, so you know what cold and snow is all about. So you know, when the temperature really gets low, and they tell you, make sure that you take care of the elders and the pets and stuff like that, as if they wouldn't make a way and haven't been making their own way for thousands of years. You understand what I mean?
Right.
But it's real shit, and because you've been through so much, you may discount the depth of pain that would have caused somebody else, because you're like a sparring partner for a championship boxer. He's used to taking that punishment. You know what I mean? Where the next man off the street, they wouldn't be able to take one of those punches. So it's a really great display of strength, but always remember, it's okay to show vulnerability sometimes, and there are going to be times when the road gets a little bit too long or it's a little too hard. And with you having children, I don't know how old your children are, but
they're 12. They're 12.
Yeah, well, the day may come, and I'm not wishing this on you. No, I'm speaking it into existence, but the day may come when they become quote unquote independent and influenced by their peers and all that kind of stuff, and they don't really care about what daddy wants or what he says or what he thinks is, how smart he thinks he is, and all that kind of stuff. It can happen, and those might be the times when you are pushing the hardest to try to make sure that you save them from the sharks and the shark infested waters, and they just seem hell bent on getting into that water. So
that's 90 seconds. That's actually I had this paranoia. So I have I know it's because of my childhood trauma, and I know that. And I'm paranoid about my kids being out in general public, and it's like if they go on like a field trip and it's like an overnight field trip at the school, I'm paranoid about that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, me being paranoid about that, at the same time, I understand that was the hand of cards that I was dealt. And I'm not saying, I'm not discounting anybody else being dealt a hand of cards similar to my account.
Right.
But I know my kids have it. So there's no reason for me as a parent to suffocate them with my paranoia. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah.
And right, so I have to. That's the hardest part for me of being a dad now.
Mm-hmm.
Is letting go a little bit and let them go out and experience life. That's the hardest part for me now.
Mm-hmm.
Because my paranoia inside my head is like, there's a pervert around every corner.
And then there literally is.
There is, but in reality, they're not sitting there like, hee, come here, little kid. But at the same time, if there was, I would take care of that problem.
Right. No.
As any man would.
No. I mean, you're right. You're 100% right. It's
that's
crazy.
What I'm saying about it. And that's what the lady was saying earlier. She's talking about success.
Mm-hmm.
Every day there's a success, and the problem is that we do them so always that we fail to recognize them as a success. She got out of bed today, right? She made a phone call to your show to try to seek help. That's a success, is it not?
Yeah.
Remembering your successes on a daily basis for me is what's kept me alive.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
For years, even the littlest minute ones. Hey, I ate today. Hey, I put a roof over my head tonight. I'm not freezing tonight. I don't have to worry about freezing to death tonight.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a job. Hey, I went to my work today. I actually clocked in. Hey, I didn't punch my boss. These are all successes.
Yeah, and there's self-control of successes at that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Some
exactly.
Some of these employers, man. Hey, it's funny because the other day, it was either yesterday or Friday night, I was talking about how there've been times when I literally went to work the whole ride to work with my fist balled. Like somebody's going to get it today. One wrong way, whatever happened the day before. I'm ready to continue that shit today. And every time I did that, every time I literally went to work with my fist balled, everybody stood down like, nah, we know what happened yesterday. We ain't trying to get in that boat. We good. And I'm like, listen, I got this fist ready to fly. Like I'm you know what I mean? I'm putting everything on black. So, but yeah, man, it's
But anyway, brother, I wanted to say I love your show. I absolutely love your show. I love the fact that you go out of your way to try to help people. I'm doing the same thing with mine, so I'm going to keep trying to do my side. But I want to say you've inspired multiple people. You've inspired me. So thank you.
Well, I want to thank you for calling in and thank you for being part of the movement. I appreciate that.
I got nothing but love for you, brother. You be safe out there, all right?
All right, you have a great one.
You too, man. Bye.
All right. Perfect call right there. Perfect call. That was good shit. That was really, really good shit. Yeah, man, you never know what somebody is going through in their lives. You just never know. Every day, somebody is struggling with something. I'm struggling with something every day. You're struggling with something every day. And sometimes when we are unfamiliar with each other's story, there could be a communication breakdown or a gap in communication, and we can get to pointing the finger at each other, blaming each other, resenting each other, not liking each other anymore, not speaking to each other anymore, and that's why communication is the most important thing. If he never called in and we never knew his story, especially being verbalized, because listen, man, the chat is cool, but a lot of the chat is also where a whole lot of foolishness goes down, and just shit that's counterproductive. But when you hear somebody, when you can hear the pain in somebody's voice, when you can hear the struggle with what somebody else was going through, you can feel the authenticity, and it may make you think about what you're going through. Man, I was saying the other night, I work at a hospital, and the best feeling I have, Lee, I think I saw a number pop up, but then it dropped. So if you wanna call in again, just call in 319-527-6199. Press number 1, and then we get you on up in here. We about to get up out of here in a few minutes. But like I was saying, man, the best thing, my greatest victory about working at a hospital, because I gotta see sickness all day. I see death every single day I go to work. But I get to come home from the hospital every single day. I never have to spend the night in the hospital. I'm not hooked up to any machines. I don't have to contact my insurance company. Nobody has to pay for me. I don't have to rock the gown with my ass out. I get to come home every day. So all of that sickness, illness, despair, families crying, grieving, I get to come home from that every day. That's a big deal for me. Got to go back there, Anyway, all right. Caller with the last numbers 2816. He's going to be the last caller we take for today. Caller with the last numbers 2816. Thank you for holding on. Welcome to the Urban Therapy with Sun Show. What's on your mind this afternoon? What's good?
Well, I'm so well. Well, I was calling paper, but you fired me, bro, to keep on fighting. You really fired me, and I love your show, bro.
Well, I appreciate that, my dude. I do.
But I was calling to tell my truck when I went through as a kid. When I went through as a kid, my dad was trying to kill me when I was a kid. He tried to kill me when I was a little kid, and he tried to get back in my life. And I told him I don't I don't want to deal with you, none of that. After what you did to me, you think I want to deal with you? You care about your other kids. You don't care about me. Now he's living on the streets. Then I told him, don't call my phone no more after what you did to me.
What?
Yeah, and on top of that, my girlfriend on the flip side, she cheated on me with another guy, and I told her, don't call my phone again. If you want to be with that guy, be with that guy. But I was gonna marry you, have kids by you, and on top of that, your dad keep interfering in our relationship. And she let her dad interfere in our relationship. That's why we're not together right now, because of her dad.
How long were y'all
and
together?
My uncle, huh?
How long were y'all together?
Like 21 days.
3 weeks?
Yep.
Okay.
We were together for 3 weeks, but she jeopardized our family relationship. And on top of that, her family threatened me to kill me, all types of things. They threatened me to shot me, to kill me, jump me, come to my house and set it on fire. So I'm like, fuck it, let me get out of this relationship, bro, because I'm not. Your family threatened me. I'm not saying this. I'm not gonna be in this relationship for this long. I'm not.
Okay.
So I told her like, it's all on you. It's gonna fall back on you. I'm not with a bad look on her or nothing. I'm not trying to say I am not with a bad look on her. I'm trying to tell her like, good luck on you, and when you pass away, I'll miss you, but you gotta learn the hard way. You should have never did that.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. Do you feel like you was doing a lot for her, and she was giving you her ass to kiss?
Yes.
Okay.
I was doing a lot for her, bro. I helped her. Who? First of all, I'm gonna say this. First of all, who would the one that was putting money in your pocket every day when you didn't have no money, didn't have no job? I was doing that shit. You think you're gonna find another guy like that? Good luck. All of the guys in here just want to use a girl, dog a girl, and move to the next girl.
Right. It is a lot.
That's what I told her.
Out here. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I told her. I told her this. I'm a special person. You would never find nobody that's like me. You would never find nobody that's like me that's gonna be a sweetheart, told you, take care of you, protect you. All of the guys don't want to do that.
Did you know her for a while before y'all got together?
I know her since high school, middle school, elementary, all of that. I know her.
Oh, so y'all knew each other a long time before y'all actually started going together.
Yeah.
How long have y'all been apart?
This happened yesterday. We just broke up.
Are you sure y'all broken up?
We done. Like we done for. We done.
No. I'm only asking because a lot of times when people break up, especially when they're angry at each other, they might feel like they're broken up, but they haven't really had a long time to be without each other, miss each other, and maybe come to some kind of understanding with each other. So
here's the thing.
That's the only reason I was asking.
But here's the thing. But here's the thing. My mom keeps telling me like every time I call my mom, she tells me like, do not get back together with that girl. Like, you'll be a fool. She's gonna keep on doing it over again and again and again.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can't like I told her I can't believe you do that. I can't believe like you'll let your dad jump in like a firm relationship and you'll let your sister get in between us. I can't believe that.
Mm-hmm.
Can't believe that shit. You know me better than that. I would never hurt you or cheat on you. But But you do that shit to me, like that fake ass shit you did to me,
Yeah.
going on the fucking internet talking to a lot of guys. I would never do no shit like that.
Well, oh, so she didn't. She didn't physically cheat on you. She ain't like kiss another dude or have sex with another dude.
Yeah, she did.
Oh,
At
okay.
her program, she was like, as a matter of fact, let me tell you, she was living at the group home, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Yeah, yeah, I'm here.
She was living at the group.
I'm here.
All right. She was living at the group home. I was talking to her on the phone. And the guy knocked on the door and started touching her and doing some shit to her. Started touching her, all kinds of shit. And my girl just sit there and took it.
Okay.
Like, you like that nigga or something? You didn't? Like, you like that nigga or something? You didn't tell that nigga to get off of you? Or nothing? You just let that nigga do that to you, huh? So I told her like, go ahead. You already fucked up your reputation. Everybody's calling you a hoe now. So go ahead, fuck it up more as you want. Go ahead.
If you don't mind me asking, how old is she?
She's 26 and I'm like 24. So basically, yeah. Basically, yeah. She tried to control me. I told her like I'm a grown man. I'm a grown man. You can't control anything I want to do. If I want to leave you, I'm gonna leave you. Cause I'm not gonna say that. Cause I'm not gonna say that you was putting your hands on me. You tried to hit me one time, and you tried to abuse me one time. You think I'm gonna fucking sit there and take that? No.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, that's really crazy. But
So then on top of that, she hit her dad on the head with a pipe. So her dad's face is still bleeding. So yeah, his face is still bleeding. He gotta go get surgery now.
the same dad that was in your business?
Yes.
Okay.
So
Wow.
I'm like, and then on the other side, I had another girlfriend. Her name was Carla. You know what she's like, bro. That's another crazy one. She's fucking crazy, bro. She's crazy as hell. Her crazy ass. She cussed me out with another boy.
She cussed you out?
Yeah, bro. But I'm like, hey, it's what it is. It's what it is. Like, I don't even give a fuck no more. But I'm not gonna sit here and stop. I am not gonna sit here sad as fuck. For what? You want me to sit here sad and be depressed all week? I'm not doing it. So I told her, go ahead, date who you want to date. I don't give a fuck anymore. Let's do what you got to do. But I'm getting a divorce. I told both of them I'm getting a divorce. I don't care what y'all say.
Y'all was married?
Yeah.
Okay.
We've been married for a long time. And I told both of them, I'm getting a divorce. It's over. I'm sorry, it's over. You can't beg me to come back because I'm not.
I hear you. I do.
And I told her, I'm gonna be single for now, but when I found that special girl that appreciates me, everything I do for her, then I know she's the one for me. And you can't get fucking mad at to catch me in my own town with her.
All right. So, what final words do you have to say to everybody about your journey and what has transpired with you? What message do you want to send to the people that are listening?
I want to send I want to say to the people that's in the chat, hang in there. Wherever you going through in your life, wherever you going through in your life, your boyfriend broke up with you, whatever. Stay strong. You can do this. Stay strong. Whatever you're going to do, stay strong. Don't let that shit get to you. Be happy every day. And you'll find the right person as long as you're positive every single day. So keep on going and stay strong. Okay? I believe in all of y'all.
Good looking, man. Appreciate you. I appreciate you calling in, man.
Yeah.
I look forward to hearing from you again. Please come back anytime.
Oh, okay.
All right. Have a good afternoon. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. A lot of listen, man. I mean, people going through it out there. People going through it, and like we was talking about, man. You know, the title of the show, on a wild goose chase for the ungrateful so and so. There are a lot of ways to be ungrateful and to really show that and put it on display. The thing is, when you are ungrateful towards somebody, or when you show that you don't have appreciation for something that somebody has done for you, or what their efforts have been to try to help you with something, it stings. It stings, because you know how, like, you get into a relationship with somebody and you have maybe you already set the expectations, like, you know, first year we gonna chill, and second year we should be start thinking about our future together. Third year maybe we should get married, blah blah blah, and then you find out that somebody has strung you along all those times, and now it's all about excuses or whatever, and y'all break up, and it feels like even though you laid out clear expectations, goals, and what you can reasonably expect from a person, y'all seem like y'all was in agreement, but then you realize that somebody was just bullshitting you, and it can make you feel like you wasted those years when you could have been with somebody who was more genuine or forthcoming or whatever. I know that things can change, people can change, minds can change, and all that kind of stuff, but you're supposed to, or you should, keep the lines of communication open so somebody knows that we've changed direction. I don't know. Have y'all ever you ever been on public transportation and get on the wrong bus or the wrong train? Have you ever gotten on the wrong bus or the wrong train? Or maybe you got on the right bus and you didn't realize that there was a detour somewhere along the route? You know what I mean? You know, for some people, when they get lost or they don't know where they're going, they get mad anxious. You'll be scared as shit. Like the first time, I don't know, for y'all who have pets, you know, the first time you take your dog or your cat in a car, it ain't sweet like that. We be seeing pets, we be seeing dogs, with their head out the window after they already been experienced. They used to the ride. The first time ain't sweet like that. Dog or the cat be all over the car. You know what I mean? Cats especially be scratching and shit because they're not used to being on something that moves. You know what I mean? It's foreign to them. We don't know because we've been doing this. But when you get on the wrong bus or the wrong train and you realize it's going to take you somewhere far out of your way, you may not have enough money to get back to where you were supposed to be. You can get real anxious. And that's sort of like what it feels like when somebody takes you on a journey that you didn't sign up for. Or they jerk you on a journey that they did sign up for, but now they done left you out there by yourself. Like, yeah, it's me and you against these 4 dudes. You put up your dukes, you start rumbling, and you thinking, oh, he must be taking care of the other 2. I'm getting these 2. And you feel 2 more punches coming back here. You realize your man done dipped on you. You fighting all 4. You figured you and your man was good enough to win a 2 on 4, 2 to 4. But you ain't 1 to 4. That's them odds done really got messed up. So yeah, man. Yo, let's do these birthday shout outs. Let's do these birthday shout outs. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious June 23rd, and they deserve to be acknowledged. Wait. It's not the 23rd, is it? It's the 23rd. June 23rd, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special because they are special because they are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They get number one out the box. Shannon Dupree, happy birthday to you, Shannon. And also, Carmita Salmon, happy birthday to you. And Chelsea Couchier, happy birthday to you. And Fat Mott Folaren, happy birthday to you. I'm sorry, but the words behind y'all. And D. Tara, D. Williams, Wallace, happy birthday to you. And Snickety Snacks Shay, happy birthday to you. And KK Williams, happy birthday to you. And she's raising money for No Kid Hungry. Good cause. Happy birthday. And also Sheila Pointer. Happy birthday to you. And Tiffany Queen B. Owens. Tiffany Queen B. Owens. Happy birthday to you. Turning 43 years old today. And Sakina Stewart. Happy birthday to you, Sakina. And last but not least, my girl go-getter Lynette Jones. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all and anyone else out there who shares this birthday on this glorious June 23rd, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up, but don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on it, do the damn, rock out, rock on it, do the damn, rock out, rock on it, do the damn thing, and do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings, and do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours. Remember, I said go hard, go for yours. And remember, yo, man, these ungrateful people out here, you out here, wild goose chase, running around trying to help somebody, trying to put things together. It's like when you're not a wedding planner, but you've been given all the wedding planning duties and shit. You know, the brides and grooms think they just supposed to show up to the wedding dressed up and everything, no rehearsal or whatever. You supposed to just do all the work. Shit is hard, man. It's not easy getting people on the same page, but it should be easier to get just two people on the same page, especially when you're one of those two people. It should be a 50% chance of success, right? Well, the odds just don't seem to fall in our favor all the time when we're dealing with people who are no good, selfish, ungrateful, unappreciated. You don't appreciate nothing that I've done for you. So this is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to do nothing else for you for the rest of your existence because you never even gave me so much as a thank you. I gave you money, time, transportation, shelter. I put you up in a place. You had nothing to eat. You had nowhere to sleep. You were a speck of dust on top of an amoeba. Yes, a speck of dust on top of an amoeba. And then I grew you into a really big bacteria that you could see without a microscope. And this is the motherfucking thanks I get? Well, the nerve of this cockroach. This cucaracha. See next time what I do for you, bitch. All right. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. Love y'all right back to life. We will be back tomorrow night, 1 a.m. Not tonight at 1 a.m. Monday night going into Tuesday night, 1 a.m. So make sure that you come through. I really want to see you. Thanks to everybody who came through the show today, everybody who participated, everybody in the background, everybody who gave a shit, and even the ones who didn't but still popped up. Please make sure y'all hit the like button. Please share the show. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. Bless each and every one of y'all, man. I holler back. So Blog Talk, we gonna get you out of here. Yeah. Hold on. Let me get them all the way out of here. Get them all the way out of here. Get them all the way out of here. And for my YouTubers, you know just how we do, but thanks for coming on through. See you on the other side, my boobers. 1, 2. On the other side, my boobers. 3, 4. Keeping you for sure, my. All right, y'all. Peace.